All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, and welcome to this wonderful week. This is the first day of the week. Today is Monday, and we are here to give you more updated information this week. Hot information on everything happening in Biafran territory. So let us go straight up to the issue on ground because the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa visited Australia over the weekend, part of his numerous tours, to make sure that he continues to raise awareness and raise funds for Biafran freedom. Do not forget that the redeclaration will be happening this December, few months to come, and that historic event, every arrangement is being made towards that, and that is why funds are being needed at this critical time. For those of you who did not watch, the address of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and even those who watched the address of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Australia, I want you to listen to this video. And it's not just about listening to this video. I want you to take note of the points he made. And one of the critical points he made also, which I am using my platform also to raise more awareness for the world to know, that Biafrans are going through a lot of genocidal attack in Biafran land. One of the points the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa raised was the fact that the Nigerian army are now throwing bombs in Biafran land, all in the guise of fighting the Biafran Liberation Army. Kanjugo Dia Juja, what did the Biafran Liberation Army do against the zoo? These are men who have decided, to defend their land because of, the incessant buying and the attacks that has been coming against the indigenous people in Biafran land. They've decided to defend their land, and that is why they are being seen by the Nigerian government as a big threat. Anybody who opposes the evil activities of the Nigerian government is a big threat. They want to have their way. They want to keep on doing their, atrocious things against the indigenous people without the people defending themselves. You cannot continue to go to a man's house on a daily basis, beating him up and expect him to always fold his hand. One day, that man will definitely retaliate. And when he retaliates, he will do everything possible to defend himself. That is what the Biafran Liberation Army are doing. And that is the reality. So the Prime Minister made a critical point. And this is an awareness. It is an awareness. And I want every Biafran to make sure that they keep on sharing this video, so that the world will continue to be aware of the atrocious things that the Nigerian government are doing to the indigenous people. And the main reason why the Biafran Liberation Army will continue to defend her land, will continue to defend her people, because that is what is meant to happen. So that is that on that issue. So let us go straight up to the Prime Minister live address in Australia. Thank you once again for joining, and continue to share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible as we continue to bring more information to you. Do not forget, there is a news that will be coming up later today where the IPOB have come out to warn the Nigerian the Biafrans in Biafran land about joining the Nigerian army. Why are they warning? We'll give you more details on that news later on. But meanwhile, enjoy this live address from the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa from Australia.
Australia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and great pleasure to welcome the Prime Minister, the good guy, the ambassador of peace, Obato Bie of the United States of Biafra, on behalf of Biafrans in Australia and Oceania. We are indeed delighted to have you visit us again. It is now less than 2 months to the historic event of the redeclaration of the Biafran Republic, precisely December 2nd, 2024, at Lahti in Finland. We have noticed a remarkable turn of events as this date draws near. Over the past months, we have seen amazing breakthroughs with our lobbyists making waves in Washington, D.C. with people that matters, from the Speaker of the House to many other senators in the United States of America. Our diplomatic approach is paying off big time. Our Honorable COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, represented Biafra in South Korea on the International Women Peace Conference, and she delivered a powerful message that have Biafra in the map. Unlike the founder of the Boko Haram and the vice president of Nigeria, who went to the United Nations Assembly in New York only to advocate for the independence of the Palestinians, while doing everything within their power to extinguish the people of the eastern Nigeria. We thank Chukwuemeka Biama for raising you to free over 70 million people. Your Excellency, I see your post about the Botswana, how each family donated a cow to build a university for their beloved country. And up to today, the citizens not only study free of charge, but also they are paid allowances for attending university. This is a unique aspect of Ndibo that I grew up with. How the community will put resources together to solve problems and train their children. I remember growing up, people, whenever there is need in the community, our palm trees will no longer belong to the individual family. The whole community will set a day when all the palm trees in the community will be harvested at the same time. Juice from the palm tree will be used as, to represent every family. Nobody is disfranchised, nobody is neglected. That is what I experienced growing up in Biafra land. And hearing and seeing that that spirit has lifted such a standard in Botswana make me to know that hope is coming back to us, because we are people who never leave anyone behind. We've always carried the interest of all our people together with us. We have demonstrated this through your leadership in self-funding all the activities of the Biafra Republic government in exile. From the moment you take over leadership, what we have achieved has always been on self-funding. We don't have anyone giving us money somewhere, but from us, amongst us, we have continually moving the call, moving the task, and making sure that we are where we are today. And the same spirit we wanted to see from all of us who are here today, to show your commitment in sustaining the ongoing battle to free ourselves once and for all. Everyone will have the opportunity to ask our PM questions, but everyone that is here, you have an opportunity to be part of history. You have an opportunity to write your name in gold. Stop watching from the sideline. Come December 2nd, history will be made. Biafra is no more a dream. Biafra is a reality. So we welcome our PM to Australia and welcome everyone that have joined us today. You are not here by accident. You are here on purpose. I want to thank you and look forward to such an amazing response from all of us that are here in making sure that Biafra is no more a laughing stock. But as our names are beginning to be engrafted in the League of Nations, this is our finest moment. I want to thank you, my Prime Minister, and really look forward to what you're going to share with us, and looking forward to being with you come November 29. It's going to be historic. Australia will not be left behind. We will be there in person. Thank you. God bless the United States of Biafra. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you. Dalo Nukwada.
Hello. My PM, it's your turn, please.
Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans in Australia. Good afternoon, Biafrans all over the world that will be watching this later on, and those of you who have hooked live on different platforms. I welcome all of you this afternoon to the Australia tour. I am very, very happy. I'm very glad that one of our brother who make a speech, a welcome speech before the Ambassador Ewunze touched 4 cardinal points. So it gives me joy that people are not just following shiftlessly the struggle and the liberation of Biafra, that they're actually taking note of the event and following the movement and the activities of the Biafra government with keen interest. It shows that we are not just doing things on our own, that people are actually taking records. I appreciate him for that. You know, when we talk about the multidimensional approach to our freedom, which has never been done since the history of Biafra. This is the very first time that the Biafra liberation and the struggle is being fought using multi-dimensional approach. And that's why within short period of time, we're able to record the kind of success that is mind-blowing to many people. They even say we are doing photoshopping. All the success that the government has recorded today, the criminals who have deceived Biafrans for 13 years thought that they were all fake. Because to them, that is exactly what they have done for the past 13 years. But in the just 2 years, we have been able to break doors, break camel backs, break many jinx to be where we are today. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to know the call for Biafra self-determination is deeply rooted in historical grievances and economic disparity, which has directly affected you and your children. It is not only that. I want you to also understand that this self-determination for Biafra, the hunger for self-determination for Biafra, has also come as a result of the socio-political marginalization and now with the renewed Islamic Usman Dan Fodio jihadist, expansionist conquest, which is being resisted ruthlessly by the Biafra forces today. Our struggle and the liberation for Biafra has become a struggle for survival of you, your household, and your children. I am talking to the Biafra people now. For over 50 million Biafrans, which many of you are part of, who already voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. The argument for leaving Nigeria is not just about our identity, but is all about the survival of our people. It is all about for peace. It is all about for our unity. It is for equity and progress and justice. Because anywhere there is absence of justice, what you have in place is anarchy. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this, our Biafra liberation, under my leadership and under Biafra government. As you all can see, the meetings and consultation with the members of the U.S. Congress continue to receive a desired attention. Our aim and objective is this multidimensional approach will at the same time be putting Biafra on the global stage, the global discussion. We are not one with Nigeria. We are pulled apart. The ethnic diversity is a very dangerous one. And today, the Biafrans in Australia will have the opportunity to be briefed on some of the high-level meetings of the United States with the United States officials. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And that's what many people are scared of. But you see, like the Israel Prime Minister, we will win with or without you. We have taken the Biafra liberation to the global stage for the very first time since after the war. Even during the Biafra war, Biafra discussion, Biafra issue, Biafra cause, Biafra case were not in the global stage. The only reason that the Biafra case came to the global stage was as a result of the images coming from the dying children in Biafra land. That was the only thing that put Biafra on the global stage. And when the United States of America was contemplating supporting Biafra, those that were in the leadership of the Biafra then have no knowledge, they have no contact details, they have no lobbyists in the United States who could actually make them understand what is going on, and then also who could educate the policy makers and the decision makers of the United States. That didn't happen. Today, under my leadership and under this Biafra government, which is the government of the people, we have corrected that mistake. We have taken this liberation and the issue of Biafra to the stage that has never where it has never been before, for the very first time. I will share with you some of the key outcomes of some recent meeting with the United States Congress regarding the recognition of Biafra independence. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the US government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the US government, the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed, after educating these people, decision makers. We are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the US government, which until now currently has not had one. You may not understand the heaviness of the word I am speaking now, but you're going to know later on. And I believe Nigeria understand what I'm saying. For most members of the Congress we met, those we discussed with, this has been the first time the Biafra issue had ever been presented to them. As such, much of our discussion is providing an informational briefing on Biafra as well as malign nature of the Nigeria terrorist government. We also discuss our activities such as the self-referendum, which already recorded over 50 million votes, and the upcoming December 2nd declaration. My fellow Biafrans and our friends and lovers of freedom, on Biafra Independent Declaration, the reception to our message has been very overwhelmingly positive. Not a single member of the US Congress we met, or those we met with, ever expressed any support for the Nigeria terrorist government. So, the main challenge currently is to fill in this information gap in Washington, D.C. And that's what our focus is now for the next 2 months. And to make sure we educate as many members of the Congress as possible. So many of you do not understand how this international politics or politicking is being played. For those who follow the history of the apartheid regime and the role of the US government in ending it, will understand why we are doing what we are doing today. There were explicit commitment and assurances given by members of Congress we met to support the Biafra cause. Albeit, through different expressions, we are now working with members of the Congress on several groundbreaking initiatives, which are ongoing and will be made public at the appropriate time. Biafrans in Australia, I want you to understand that the defense of Biafra land, defense of our women and children will remain the most priority of this Biafra government. And that we are doing with everything in us. The support that we have received so far, the activities of the government can speak for itself. Biafrans in Australia, if you are still standing on the fence, watching how this will end, believe me, the time will come when we will not need your money. I remember that I have always said something similar, including in other measures that the Biafra government has taken in the past. And they will think that we are just joking. But at the end of the day, it will come to manifestation. Thank you for inviting me today. And remember, every penny counts. Our IOU is there. If you don't want to do donation, you go and give IOU to the government. AFO is there. Liberation tax is there. And many of you who were crying about how they were going to import terrorists into our land in the name of people, internally displaced people, I told you it will never happen. And let me also inform the terrorist Nigeria state that is now throwing bombs in Biafra. Like, you don't know that they are throwing bombs. A few days ago, they have thrown many bombs, targeting the Biafra Liberation Army. You will throw bomb, we will also throw bomb at you very soon. And when we speak with our bomb, you are going to hear and you will never understand the language. We are coming with more sophisticated means of the defense of Biafra land. We will take it upon ourselves like we have done in the past, and to inform you that you will kill us, we will kill you, but at the end, our freedom will come. That will guarantee the future of our children and our unborn generation. Nigeria is destined to fail. Islamic State of Nigeria, terrorist state of Nigeria, who knows nothing other than killings, women and children from the north, south, west, and all over Nigeria, just recently conducted election in Rivers State. In election of just local government election, they are bombing themselves and killing each other. And they even have a court order refraining police from participating in that election, where police went and started snatching ballot box. That is not a country that we want to be part of. Thank you very much. And may God bless you. And may God bless Biafra. Airborne! The Biafra Defense Forces. There one.
Obatobie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for amazing leadership. The Biafrans in Australia, as much as we are 100% with you. We are with you all the way. Thank you. As I said, it's less than 2 months before we will begin to sing a new song. Australia, how will you be remembered? I think that is important. Thank you, my Honorable PM, Your Excellency. You never fail. You always deliver. And right now, Wada Teresa is going to do a presentation of Afufa. And Wada Teresa, can you unmute yourself, Teresa Onwa?
Sorry, Pastor Luke, enwere ndị aka ha dị n'elu keche egodima ihe ha chọrọ ikwu before Nwada Teresa.
Yes. Mazi Godwin, please.
Thank you so much, our rep and everyone else here. Because of the speech of the Prime Minister, it's so received. I'm going to be posting the sum of 100 ejema on behalf of the Prime Minister. Thank you so much, Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mazi Godwin.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. That is a good gesture, for sure. If Botswana would, each family donating 1 cow, was able to build a university that they are proud of, and that's something we've done ourselves in the past. I believe everyone here tonight will be singing a new song. Please go ahead, Wanda, Teresa.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody welcome. Our PN. Okay, Jemba. I'm saying welcome to you. My name is Wanda Teresa. I'm welcoming all your cabinet members who you come here to see us and to stay with us, the social media team, and everybody who is present here. I'm saying welcome to all of us. Like everybody knows, in Igbo land, when the man brings the kola for the visitor, like here you are our visitors, then the woman will go back to the room and come out with her own angala, which is what the women always present, to show that she welcomes the visitor. And now I'm bringing this angala here on behalf of Biafran women in Australia. We are presenting this angala to our Prime Minister, Okeje Jemba, and his team, and everybody here. So this angala, we have to share it. It is part of our eating together. We eat the gola nuts and also eat the angala.